Hi! So in December last year, I made a haul, and I said this. I've acquired a lot of new plants in past month, and I'm gonna share them today. And then I'm going on a no-buy, meaning I'm not gonna buy any new plants for next 3 months, meaning until April the 1st. And today is April the 1st, but I guess I didn't do a good job because I have 12 new plants to show you guys today. Some of these are like rare or hard to find, so it's gonna be a little more interesting than the last one. I think we should just get started. And I think it's only fair to start with my number one wishlist plant for a long time, and it is my MONSTERA ALBO. As you can see here, I got it on a moss pole right here, and basically I got it with 5 leaves without this one. It was a very good deal. I got it from a private seller, as you might know, because I posted a video about it. But it was 140 euros for these 5 leaves with good variegation and just a really healthy plant. This one grew in my conditions and my care, and it's really pretty. It looks like this one, but with the split right here. I hope you can see it. I think you can. Well, here it is. I put it on a pole. There might be a video about that coming at some point, but it's already growing roots inside. I'll be giving you a close-up, of course. But I have a problem. The moss dries out super quickly. This is why I have so much plastic over it, so it keeps the humidity a little longer. But my question is, to water or not to water? Because the pole is dry, but when I water it, the soil gets really wet, and I'm gonna get root rot. But if I don't water it, these roots in the moss are gonna dry out. So it's both really bad, but I'm gonna figure it out, I think. So I don't really have that much to say about it, unless that I really, really love these leaves. And I am very proud to own this plant. I think in like a year's time it's gonna be even higher up and it's gonna look so good, even better than now. Now let's move on. Next one is actually in my terrarium, so you won't be able to see it very well from this, but I have Philodendron and melanochrysum. I'm gonna be giving you a close-up, of course, because you can't really see a lot for this. My point is I have a melanochrysum. If you know, the leaves can get really, really big in the wild, but it's just so velvety and just, oh my god. I got it as an extra when I bought my MONSTERA ALBO, and I have these, it was a one leaf cutting with 3 nodes, so I cut one node off and I have it in a separate container as a wet stick, and then this is growing. It has already given me another leaf, and yeah, I have it on a little pole growing inside of my terrarium, so the humidity is really high. And yeah, this is just amazing to own this plant, especially because it was like an extra, right? Next one you might not find very interesting, but it is MONSTERA ADANSONII wide form. As you might know, I already have narrow form, but I got it as some extras with my MONSTERA ALBO. And who doesn't want to have more of ADANSONII? Like, so it's currently rooting in water and it's giving me growth point. It's not focusing on it. Let me help that. Okay. It's giving me a growth point, basically. A few growth points because there's a few cuttings, but that's really all I want to say about this plant. Number 4 is actually right here. Alocasia Black Velvet. First of all, look at these leaves. If I don't know anything about plants and you show me this, I think it's fake. There's no way I'm believing this is real. But as you can see, it has really dark leaves with silver veination, and they're really hardy. I thought they're gonna be a little more soft, but the newest leaves are really soft. Well, but they're so velvety, they look like a rug, basically, because they have a really nice texture to them. They're kind of corrugated, but not that much. And I say this is a varicosum of alocasias because if you look at the backs, they have this red purple-ish, so they're basically like Philodendron varicosum. Okay, yeah. So I got this one for 25 euros. As you can see, 6 leaves, 1 incoming really good price in a plant shop where I also got a few other plants from. And I'm gonna show the other two right now. Number 10 is this big thing right here with this even bigger moss pole going up to my ceiling. It is Syngonium frosted heart, and I'm gonna give you a closer view because these are the leaves. This I also got from the store that I told you about, and when I saw it, it was literally on a really thin stick that you get your orchids on. This whole thing, and the stick was only like this big, so it was really, really heavy. I bought a pole, and now I have it pulled up. It's really beautiful, and the new leaves, as I can see right now, they come in like frosted. I don't know what else to say, but really light, and then they slowly will fade down to darker and darker. This one is like almost fully green. I'm sorry for the bad lighting right now. It's not very nice weather outside, but yeah. So this is literally, it fits perfectly right there. It's 1.5 meter pole, and it's just really, really big. But yeah, I just haven't found the pot for it, so I have it in this right now. Okay, moving on. Number 6 is watermelon peperomia. Look at this leaf. It is so big compared to my hand. But I also got this from the plant shop that I just told you about earlier. And it just has these really big leaves for peperomia, right? And it is just so silvery. I really, really like this color. And I love how full this plant is because look, it's just a full little bush, really cute, and I can't wait to propagate this because some of these leaves are really squished in there, don't look perfect, but if I were to propagate it, I would get smaller bushes. You know, somewhere in the future we will have many more of this. But yeah, that's it. This right here is a Philodendron Pink Princess, and as you can see, I have it air layering here because I have had moss around the roots. They started growing, and the moss was too small, so I just put it in this pot because I don't want to cut it yet. But again, I have it on a moss pole. It doesn't want to stay wet, like it dries out in one day. But as you can see, this plant, I'm going to be giving you a close-up, of course, but it doesn't have that much white. The most white you get is either here on the new leaf, you can see a little bit, and on one leaf before, you can see a lot of it, but here is a little bit of white. This is it. I also got this from a private seller, and I got it for a really good price with another philodendron, and I'm just gonna show you in a second. But yeah, my goal is to grow this up this pole and just get some pink out of it because I do believe in it. I believe there will be pink, okay? I do. Number 8 is my Philodendron Prince of Orange. As you can see, I have this wood in here just for looking a little more interesting, but the characteristics of this plant is that the new leaves will come in really orange, a little red actually. They will slowly, and I mean really slowly, fade down from this kind of orange to this kind of brownish, and then slowly become just normal green. But this journey takes a long time, and it's really, really pretty. As you can see, there's already a new leaf incoming, and this is the first leaf that grew in my conditions, so that's really nice. This I got with the Pink Princess for like really cheap, and I just don't have any problems with this plant. It's like I just love it so much. Yeah, look at it. How couldn't you like it? Now I'm going to show you a plant that was my first ever plant that I shipped from somewhere, okay? So, plant mail. This is EPIPREMNUM AMPLISSIMUM, and it's a pothos, so I don't think it's gonna be hard to take care of. But as you can see, it has these long leaves that you are not used to with pothos, and now I'm gonna show you how they look like. Some of these are like silvery, right? But some others are just green. So I think that's like two different species in one pot. They didn't say that, but I think they're both really nice. So nobody's talking about this plant, which is weird because I think it's really pretty. As you can see, they have made a lot of little cuts and have propagated a lot from this. But I want to repot it as soon as possible. I want to put it on this wood plank behind there to let it grow like up, because now it just looks like some grass coming down, and I want it to look like grass coming from the wall. So yeah, you know, I just got it shipped, and it was shipped really nicely, really packaged nicely. No soil was like spilled in the mail, and I just can't wait for this to grow even bigger. Now we have a few small ones. This is Syngonium confetti or milk confetti, I'm not sure yet. It was a one-leaf cutting, and it just had a few roots, and I put it in perlite, and I got this leaf from it. Got this leaf, which is very green, but like I still like it. It just doesn't look anything like this. You see, it's very different, but it's just two little leaves, and it's cute. It's cute, okay? I like it. Also, this was a wishlist plant, so it better do good. With the Syngonium confetti, I also got Syngonium erythrophyllum, and yeah, erythrophyllum. As you can see, it has really dark leaves on the front, but it is red or like burgundy on the back. I think it's really, really pretty. It just looks like leather to me, but it's good because it's not killing animals, you know. It's one leaf, okay, and I think something is starting to grow here, but that's really all I can tell you about it. This is a watermelon Dischidia. I'm gonna put a Latin name up here, but as you can see, it has this kind of watermelon-like looking leaves. And I basically got this for free because I know somebody that works in a plant shop, and since this was just not sellable, it wasn't looking very good, she just gave me it for free. But turns out it had all turns out all the roots were rotted, so now I just have it in some water, and I hope it's gonna grow some more roots. It's not a plant I would typically pick, but I think it's pretty cool because I don't have any Dischidias. And yeah, that's kind of it. It has really thick leaves though. No, I said 12, but I have a bonus plant here that I'm just having for now because I bought it for my cousin. Here it is. This is a variegated Peperomia polybotryia, and it's a raindrop peperomia. As you can see on the back, we have this one. It's just pure green, but this one is actually variegated, and wow, like it's interesting. So I'm just like fostering this plant because I don't like it. It's not like my type of a plant, but my cousin is really excited about it, so I just bought it for her, okay? So that would be it for the plant part, I think. Before I go, I want to tell you a few things. First, the no-buy is over, but obviously it was more like buy a few things. But I'm very proud that I bought things really selectively. I didn't just go to a shop and saw a few things that I liked and I just picked them up. So this is the difference. I have watched Plant Me Ashley's video talking about like what is collecting versus hoarding plants, because when you get into plants you seem to just get as many as you can because you love them, but when you kind of start liking a few rare ones and you like don't have space for them, you need to start collecting plants. And this is what I'm kind of doing now, but I am really out of space. I had like literally a breakdown because I didn't know where to put a few plants, and I put all the little plants on my table here. There were so many, I can tell you this whole thing was covered, and now I just said like, okay, it's enough. It's enough, okay? If I get anything in, I have to put something away. And yeah, that's it. Oh, reminder, go watch my last video. It will be linked in the description because it's really, really good. You will love it. It doesn't really have a lot to do with plants, but it's really cool, and I spend a lot of time doing it. So make sure you watch that, and this is what I will leave you with today. Goodbye!